Now we are going to tell you about our training in the United States. We went to the United States 10 days from July 20th to July 21st with the aim of staying in Pittsburgh, visiting the United Nations, and improving our education in order to be active in a global society. We learned a lot there and had a great experience. There were many encounters that will be useful for our future. From now on, we will announce what we did when we went to the United States.
I would like to introduce July 12 and 30 at the Pittsburgh Cross Bridge. On the 12th, I flew from Haneda to Pittsburgh and stayed at hotel. On the 30th, I visited Duquesne University and had a break on various topics.
14th, we visited the Pittsburgh Japanese School. We discussed what kind of policies are necessary for our two cities. Next, we visited the City Hall, where we learned detailed policy stories in Pittsburgh.
Next, I will talk about July 15th and 16th. We spent our holidays with our host family. I will talk about these plans now. Some people went to the Carnegie Museum of Natural History, the Andy Warhol Museum, and Pittsburgh Zoo and Aquariums. These are a lot of fun.
On the July 17th, we went to New York. I had an experience of technology that is not in Japan at Times Square. I was able to touch on the history of the United States in Ground Zero and New York Stock Exchange. Thank you for watching.
In July 18th, we were in New York City and joined 4 events. In the morning, we met a student of Columbia University and joined Highline Tour. In the afternoon, we visited Columbia University and met people who have worked as JET.
I'd like to introduce our memory in July 19th. In the morning, we visited the United Nations headquarters. Then, we visited the UNDP and listened to many precious stories. After that, we participated in the UN tour. In the afternoon, we were divided into 3 groups and did a field work. First, we went to Central Park. Next, we went to National Museum of American History. I think I was able to expand my perspectives and gain many new knowledges through this day.
Saitama City is the only example in Japan as a 2020 of a city with a population of more than 400,000 merging with another city. I will introduce about Saitama City. Year after year, the population grows and the city becomes large and with designs as the ordinance designed city. Saitama City has a decentralized city, Saitama Shintoshin, Saitama New Urban Center, which disperses the concentrate in Tokyo.
I will introduce Pittsburgh City. In the past, Pittsburgh was known as the center of steel and heavy industry. But today, it also has a well-developed universities, clean environment,
Having been to Pittsburgh, I learned some difference between Pittsburgh and Saitama City. For example, in terms of the infrastructure, Pittsburgh's roads are wider and a little dirtier. Saitama City is not easy to drive, but it keeps to be cleaned.
we visited United Nations headquarters on July 19th. We learned from Mr. Kawase about the role and the work of the United Nations. After that, we visited the United Nations headquarters while listening to an explanation from Mr. Tanaka. From this experience, I would like to watch the news every day and touch what is happening in the world. I want to be a person who can contribute to the world.
Last, I will talk about what I learned for the future. First, we can learn that speaking with aggressiveness, communication skills, and passion is more important than English skills. Second, we can learn about difference between Saitama City and Pittsburgh City. Last, we can learn about many kinds of different culture.